Okay, let's run this rack. This is an 8-ball pattern from the ICAT system, the Illuminated Cueing Arts Training System. And there are a bunch of 8-ball patterns, 9-ball patterns, and I'm scrolling through them all, and I stopped on this one and decided to set it up. You can see how all the balls are, they're labeled here on the table, so it just tells you where to put the balls. We were playing 8-ball, so the actual numbers of the balls really don't matter, just solids and stripes. But that looks about right. What we're going to do is follow the instructions from the ICATs, and it's, if I scroll up here to the center of the table, there's a little text box, and when I click on this text box, it tells me to start with cue ball in hand, choose a group, and try to run out in 1 inning. So I can pick solids or stripes, I like that. And then reset up the pattern and try and run out the other group. See, that's going to be tough with this particular rack, which is the reason why I picked it, because it looks very challenging. So if I'm going to do it and screw it up, I want to record it and talk about it as we're going. So I can tell by looking at the when I started setting the balls out here, when I put the 9-ball right there and then I put the 12-ball over here behind these, I thought, you know what? I'm going to shoot the solids. There's only 1 ball in trouble with the solids, and it's the 3-ball. And it's really not in trouble because I can put the cue ball right here and shoot it straight in. And it automatically gets me other shots without having to do a lot of yanking around on the cue ball. If I wanted to shoot the stripes, I don't like the 9, the 12. This right here is a tricky looking little puzzle. Because if I could end up shooting all 3 of these balls and leave the cue ball here, I feel 99% sure I'm going to win the game. Because I can shoot the 13-ball in here, the 9-ball there, 15, 10, 8 in the side, and I'll win. But getting past this little puzzle right here is the tough part with the stripes. So we'll look at that next. The solids look a lot easier. And with the solids, always look for the ball that you're going to use to get on the 8. I would use the 1. Only because I can have a cue ball anywhere down here and have an easy shot on the 1 in the corner. If the cue ball's naturally going to come back out and leave me on the 8 in the side. I don't have to put any fancy spin on it. All I have to do is make the ball. So then I just have to start shopping for the ball that's going to get me to that 1. And it could be the 5-ball. It's not going to be the 4-ball, because if I shoot the 4-ball, the cue ball's probably going to be in here somewhere. I don't want to shoot the 4 and then roll this way. I want a shot that's going to take me this way. So it's either going to be the 5 or the 6. I like the 6. Because once I pocket the 3-ball, the 6 is going to be open for the side pocket later on, so I'll probably use the 6-ball. And I can use the 4 to get me on the 5, which will get me to the 6 to get me to the 1. So that's my game plan. I'm going to start with the 3-ball, and then put the 7 in this side, shoot the 2-ball, shoot the 4-ball and the 5-ball, 6, 1, 8. And I'm going to think of this not as running 7 balls individually like this, but in groups. I mean, I'm shooting a 3 and a 7, then I'm shooting a 2 and a 4 and a 5, and then I'm shooting a 6 and a 1 and an 8. 3 little groups of balls. I can make 2 and 3 balls every time I play, so that's what I want to try to do. There's a really good opportunity right here to open up the whole rack with this 11-ball to make it easier for me to get out and make it tougher for my opponent to do anything if I fail to get out. I'll try to get the right angle and show you what I'm talking about. It's going to be a really soft shot because I just really want to roll up about a ball distance past this 3. There we go. Let's see. That's perfect. So what I'm going to do right here is straight out of my book, which I think I have a copy right here. So it's out of this book, Playing to Win. this is a strategy shot. This book is full of mental help and strategy. I mean, little things like this, you're going to win more games if you can practice little shots like this right here that I'm getting ready to do. So I already had a plan to shoot the 7 ball and then play the 2. But this little window right here, there's some room for error. I mean, not much room for error. I have to be in this area after I pocket the 2 ball. If I'm here, the 13's going to have me hooked. If I'm here, the 11 ball's got me hooked. So, like I said, the balls get fat fast, so it's easy to get behind a ball that you don't think you're going to get behind. And right now I'm in a perfect opportunity to bump this one out of the way. I've left myself perfect just to roll this 7 ball in right there, and the cue ball is going to hit the 11 full and knock it this way. I'm looking right at the line. It's going to go this way. All I have to do is bump it all the way to the 13 ball, at least to the 13. I don't want to try to float the 7 in and hold shape on the 2 and take a chance on bumping that 11 to there, because that's going to ruin my shape to get to the 4. Then I'll have to play the 2 ball and bring the cue ball way over here somewhere for the 4 ball. I want to be in there. So all I'm going to do is bump this to here. I don't want to bump it all the way out and have it block my 4 ball. This is just hitting it about a tip above center and just rolling through the ball at just a good medium soft speed, just firm enough to bump that 11 ball to the rail. It's perfect. Now look at all this room I have. I can be anywhere from here to here, and I have a great shot on that 4. I'm not going to shoot the 4 now, because my game plan is to shoot the 2, the 4, the 5, the 6, then the 1, and then the win. So all I have to do here is get the cue ball about back where it is, or anywhere in this area, and I'm setting pretty nice. Now I'm coming over here to shoot the 5 ball. Even if I'm straight in, I'm okay. I don't want to be straight in. I either want to be a little bit on this side or a little bit on this side of this line. I don't want to be upside down. So I'm either going to be here or here. So anywhere in this area, I'm going to settle for success. So that's going to work. Now, I would have preferred to be a little more over so I could just use straight top and have the cue ball come around right into this 6. From here, I actually have to bounce off the rail and roll up. And I want to make sure when I roll up that I roll at least to this line. If I'm a little past it, that's fine, because I'll roll into this 12 ball after I pocket the 6, and I'll stay on the 1. So if I can be anywhere here, I'm okay. Even if I'm a little bit on this side, I'll be okay. But you have to imagine that I have to be above that diamond. I have to be up in there. Right up in there somewhere. Just a speed shot. Just soft, another soft hit. I think I'm setting pretty well right there. Pretty good. Yes, I hit that ball. There we go. So we've got this out, but I have to still treat this ball like I'm not out. Dog a lot of racks by thinking we've already won. Now, I can shoot this ball, and roll off the rail and play the 8 down here, or I can stun it a little firm and just bounce out and play the 8 in the side. That's the shot I like. Just hitting this with a center ball. So that's running out the solids. But the solids looked like they were going to be runnable. We put the pattern back up here. And at the same time, I sewed up the 11 ball, so if I'd have had to play a safety or if I'd have missed a shot, my opponent would have had to do a little extra work to deal with 3 balls over here like that. Doesn't really matter what order we put them in, but I'm going to go ahead and lay them out there exactly like the pattern shows. There we go. The 2 balls there. 8 ball, 1 ball, 2 ball in hand, 7 ball, 11 ball. So now the tricky part. Trying to play this with the stripes. Don't know if we'll be able to do this one or not. But we'll try. Let's cue ball first. Okay, so this one is in trouble. The 9 ball is not quite in trouble because we can use the 13 to get to it. So like I said, this looks like a little tricky puzzle to solve. I mean, I'm not going to shoot this one and draw perfectly to get to the 12 ball. This one will be hard to reach if I leave myself up in there. And I could easily get on the back side of it. I think if I just put the cue ball here and just bump the 6. I don't want to bump the 6 hard because it looks like if I bump the 6, it's going to roll toward my 13. The last thing I want to do is screw the run out up by knocking this ball all the way over there and messing up my 13 ball. So I'm going to kind of stun this shot and just glance the 6 ball, maybe knock it to here. If I can put it anywhere in there, I open up the 11 a little bit more because this ball be really easy to mess up my run out if I get stuck behind it when I shoot this 11 ball or something. So my only other option would be to shoot this and draw the cue ball to here, then shoot that and draw the cue ball back to there. That's too much precision to ask for. So I'm going to shoot it this way and hope it works. Let's see here. I just want to, if I roll forward, I'm going to bump the 11. It's probably going to be right in my way. So I need to stun this just a little bit. It's a soft stun shot. So now it's not looking too bad because all I need to do is be anywhere between here and here, anywhere in this area, and I'm going to have a really good shot on this 13 ball to get me out. There's a bunch of little dots on that 13 ball where I had a kid down here just using the stick and shooting the stripes. So here is just a little bit of a draw shot. I could roll forward and just bump that 7 ball. I might just elect to do that. Just like that. Still don't like the stripes, but it's not looking bad now. All I'm going to do is shoot this and roll over into this area. Well, I would have liked to have been a little closer to the rail for this shot. I'll have to rethink how I'm going to get to this. I think it just came straight back out. Kind of tricky. Just made it tricky. little more would have been just right. Still okay. We just have to make sure we make this ball. It's not the easiest shot. That far away, kind of leaning over. Oh yeah, I don't like that. There we go. I'm just hitting this a little bit below center to help slow it down so it catches the rail about here and just bounces out a little bit. That's what I'm kind of envisioning there, but it's hard to reach. Ooh. A little firm, hard to judge a speed that far over. Now I'm in trouble. That's either a lefty whiz shot or a bridge shot. Well, the good thing is the center of the table is kind of open, so I can go straight back and forth. Now if we can just make this ball. Yeah, this is why I chose the solids instead of the stripes. It's not an easy little out. This ball needs a little bit of inside spin. That makes it really tough with a bridge. I'm going to get lucky. Yes. I say lucky because I could have been here, you know, but I got lucky. I can cut this 8-ball right there in the side pocket. It's not the easiest shot. The cue ball's going to want to take off a little bit. It's going to come around here, probably bump the 2-ball. So, the stripes were a lot tougher to run out. I'll probably set this thing up again and run through it some more, because situations like this come up in real games all the time. And you know, I like the solids because I had that opportunity of tying up the my opponent's 11-ball and opening up the center of the table more for the run out. With the stripes, he didn't really have an opportunity to do anything like that. You just had to make shots, and I felt like I got lucky to run them out. So maybe the next time I'll pick one that's a little bit easier. But there are all kinds of different things. You know, you can scroll through these different patterns, look like this, and they're just patterns all over the table. And I just happened to stop on that one and thought that would be a good one to record. So I hope you enjoyed it.